Hello, my name's Paul Regan. I'm from the Insight School of Art and I'm going to show you how to paint a cloud. I've started off by painting my piece of paper with some blue oil paint, thinned down, with some ultramarine, cerulean blue, a little bit of white, and that gives me a base for putting on some of my whites. So I'm going to take some titanium white paint with a little bit of linseed oil, and I'm just going to start to paint, just using a photograph for reference, the white areas that I can see. Putting it on fairly thickly. The blue from behind just helps take the whiteness out of the paint. If you look really hard in the sky, you'll notice that clouds are very rarely pure white. They have lots of different tones. Sometimes you see a bit of crimson, sometimes you see a bit of lemon yellow, sometimes a bit of grey, maybe you use Payne's grey or a bit of black in your colour. Always look really hard to see what you can really see. So I painted out my cloud shape. The next thing I want to do is start to put in some of the tones. Now, a little bit of shadow underneath, maybe using a bit of black or a little bit of black with a little bit of crimson in, so you've got a little bit of a red tint. I can just start to work in the paint. The more I work it in, the more it blends in and starts to disappear. Imagine light is coming from the sun above and creating a shadow underneath. The more paint I put on, the darker it will go. And there'll be little shadows around where other bits just fold over. Like so. I can go darker, maybe add a little bit of ultramarine, get a variety of tones and colours in. Following underneath there. And I can also go lighter as well. I can start putting some white on at the top. Some thick white, just where I might see that the light's really hitting. Or even maybe put a tiny bit of lemon yellow in as well. Nice fresh yellow colour. Now the background, I'm just going to have as a blue sky, so I'm just going to work the background in, taking some cerulean blue, a little bit of ultramarine as well, a little bit of white to lighten it. I can just build up the background colour there. And that just helps to sort of form the outside shape of the cloud. Make sure it's not too neat. If it's too neat, it will look too sort of planned. Keep a little bit random. And maybe some of that sky colour is just reflecting on the cloud there as well. Usually underneath clouds you have layers of other clouds, so we can maybe just suggest that there's some other clouds going off into the distance. Each one with a little bit of shadow underneath. Off to the distance like that. Now what you could do at this point is clean off the brush and just start working some of the colours in. If you don't want it to be like an impressionistic cloud, maybe you'd like to try and just blend the colours in. Think about what colour you're dragging into which part. Just going to control where the dark goes, and where the light goes. And just working it in. I'm just going to finish off with some larger white. Just to catch the light at the top, give it a bit of life. Obviously there are lots of different types of clouds. Each one needs to be studied. Look outside, have a look, take some photographs. Just a general way of getting started if you want to have a go. Finally, just going to square off the edge there. So that's one way that you might like to have a go at painting a cloud.